Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the channel with Metaphor Refantasia. This is Antigonus Gaming, and we are preparing for Luis's Soiree. At the end of the last video, we tried to do more fights in the Colosseum, but unfortunately, it's raining and the Colosseum's closed and it's raining. So really, the only thing we can do is we can go hang out with Barden. So we're gonna warp back to Martira and talk to him.
I can't believe it.
It's you. How fare ye in your travels? For you to be in Martira of all places. But I shouldn't pry. I'm sure you've got urgent business or another. I shan't make you tardy for it. Have you a moment? There's a matter I'd like to discuss with you. I'll say, like what?
Thank you.
Many thanks to you for being so kind. Myself, I just seem to get lost thinking about it. So now they're in the restaurant in Martira, sharing a drink.
The truth is,
I wanted to consult with you on all this blither about picking a new ruler for the town. Of course, ruler isn't quite the word. Wouldn't own land like a lord or anything, but still a right important position. We're establishing a town governor, which is distinct from the lord. I think that's what's best for the town. For the most part, the townspeople agree on self-governance, as there's quite a lot of distrust of power after what happened with Lady Joanna. It may seem like townspeople are turning to extreme course of action, but the new lord did allow us our self-government. Which is all well and good, but here's the rub. I think the fellow best suited for the position is this one clergyman. He's a fine man, and he likes the idea, but darn it all, now everyone is clamoring for me to be the governor. I'll say, you are suited for it. I can say you're popular, or it seems like a search, but I'll say you're suited for it.
right.
You're suited for it. So you think it's a grand idea, too? Well, I couldn't disagree more myself. I'm too weak a man.
Still, though.
I've been put on a pedestal as some noble knight who puts everyone to right. It's dretch. I'm no hero. It was all thanks to the lot of you. But I could say that all day and they'd still want me as governor. Everyone wants to feel safe. They want to know there's someone nearby they can rely on. I sympathize with that, but I'm no ruler.
Got to say,
Do I have what it takes? I'll say everything. I can say it'll be fine. I'll say it'll be fine.
Hey.
Everything will be fine with you in charge.
What?
You say that with such surety, but I suppose it's just how you see me.
True.
I do remember hearing that the closer you get to your breaking point, the greater you become. If that's true, we can't become better men without the challenge, can we? Thank you, friend. Talking with you has helped me come to a decision. I'll represent the townspeople. Yes, I'll become governor and restore the whole place. I'm not sure if I'm the man for the job, but I'll give it everything I've got for the good of the town. Considering my lack of experience, I'd be grateful if you kept on advising me.
Don't worry your head.
I may not have the skills you do, but I will serve faithfully so that I can be a true hero in this town, just like you. I can sense Barden's extraordinary determination and faith in me.
I'll do anything for this.
Commander Enlightenment reduces the magla of studying commander archetypes. Barden, you finally decide what to do yet. I know you care deeply, but we're all sick of waiting. Don't make me decide I need to lead you.
Hey up.
We'll rest easy with you in charge. Those sandworms have been in a right pain, but you seem like a take charge kind of man.
Don't you worry.
Too true. A sandworm attempt could devastate Martira. I'll work up some countermeasures. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Don't work too hard now, big man.
Well.
Go ahead and remove childcare from your job skills, will you? They hated it when you chased them around during the hide and seek. My wee ones were bawling and screaming about something awful. They still cry from the memory of it. But that's how you play hunter and prey. If they screamed it, if they screamed, it was just proof we were playing right. But anyway, I swear to you, I'm determined to protect this town.
My thanks.
Thanks for your time today. I'll have to do a great deal of work to even begin paying you back. So do stop by again. I parted ways with Barden and returned to the grove. Back. Okay, I should be able to. So I can't talk to anyone just yet. But let me see if I can get Strohl's next job. I guess not.
That is...
I guess I might need this, the upgrade of Barden's commander, so unfortunate. Ever. Let's see, do I have any items to level up?
A new power to wield. A new ability. Right. I could get used to this. A new ability.
I'm gonna give Heisme an energy incense because he's got low defense.
incredulous.
So I guess I'll just level up one of my my royal virtues.
Well, what do you want to do?
So let's see. I'm at level 3 for all of them, so I can just do whatever one I want. Alright, I think there's a guy over here that I can talk to.
What am I gonna do?
From the Mustari tribe. Well, it's a woman, but... Masked woman, do you know what it lies beyond these waters? The island, the homeland of the Mustari. As someone born from its shores, I have always longed for. I'll say, what's there? In truth, I do not know. I can only yearn for it from beyond the outside. When we are on the mainland here, we are nothing but pagans. Do you understand what I mean? The Archer said, I will speak. Understanding different cultures influenced view will improve my tolerance, so I'll listen to her. Then it's decided. Shall we head elsewhere? So we're standing on like a ledge overlooking part of the town. Pagan, Master Pagan, of course, we did not choose the name willingly for ourselves. Our religion is simply not the one that the state endorses. The Sanctus Church and the other tribes are painfully closed-minded. They reject us and wish only that we would disappear from the country. You don't have a very good impression of the other tribes, do you? Is the feeling mutual? People of any tribe reject cultures different from their own. It's not only a matter of religion. Each tribe has its own unique customs, do they not? And members of other tribes, these customs are incomprehensible and off-putting. I can say such as, or surely people can understand. So I'll say surely people can understand. I think people can come to an understanding. Such understanding is only possible when one's knowledge is deeper than surface level. For example, you are aware of the Ujif custom of cremation. The Ujif's tribe burn the bodies of their dead and keep the fragments of bones that remain in an urn. For people like the Sanctus, for whom burial is the norm, and even us Mustari, the true meaning of such a ritual is impossible to grasp. For the Mustari tribe, rather than cremation, we have only our religion, and when others could not comprehend that, thus we became pagan. As long as the state religion exists, we will never be accepted. Our teachings, our culture, our dignity, none of it. In one sense, that is the island's reason for existence. This country is full of those who would reject our very being after all. And so in order to remain steadfast and protect our faith, our gods, we need that island to act as our support. I learned the pagan faith. By improving understanding of other cultures, my tolerance is improved.
Goodbye.
You were not cruel to me, not like the others. I spoke with the Mustari woman for a while before saying farewell and heading to the inn.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
August 8th.
Well then.
Right?
I don't think Hulkenberg would have much to say. Okay, so I can't finish Hulkenberg's quest line until my wisdom improves. So I might just go. It doesn't look like it's raining, so I'm gonna go to the
Let's go.
Coliseum. You're here. This desk is for the ranked league. Your current rank is bronze 3. Do you want to hear about your opponent? I'll say, let's hear it. This time you'll be up against a group of Goborns, a horde of little goblins that swarm attacking you. You have special conditions here. Just take no special conditions. Just take them on and take them out. Goborn has some sort of special traits, right? We should be able to beat them as long as we take the right countermeasures. Well, that's that. So,
What'll
my
it
courage.
be?
So I'll say, let's rumble.
Incredible.
Gotten used to monsters staring us down, but a crowd like this makes me kind of nervous. Still just another battle, right? And there's nothing we can't beat.
Come on.
Our challenger Will is ready to risk it all. Let's make it one for the ages and fight. We have our own plan.
Accept your fate. Fall
This will be pretty easy.
Magic Seeker! Win!
Swordmaster! I'll cut you. Moment of truth.
Good one, Strohl.
So these guys are buffed, I guess. And Strohl missed one of the enemies, so that cost me Hulkenberg's turn.
With blade in hand! Let nothing stop you!
Indeed. Some darker art.
Magic Seeker! Scour! Stay sharp! It's not over
No
yet.
holding back. Bravo!
Brilliant, absolutely smashing fight, and you showed us there. The audience loved every moment. You've risen to bronze 2. The more fighting ahead of you, but here's a reward for this time. Go on. So we got some
Look at
gloves.
you.
The audience is really riled up. You did a great job fighting with all those eyes on you. I got through the match. I feel like my courage is
All right.
Fight another day.
The challenge is open to you anytime you wish. You're always welcome here at the Coliseum. And because I guess my rank would have gone up, but I've kind of capped out at 26 here, it seems like. So when you get to certain points in the story, your rank will cap, so even when you do something that would otherwise rank you up, you don't go up, because you're waiting for something to happen in the story to expand your... So we got Alonzo here. He's the only one. We're going to talk to him. So we're going to talk. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry. Just leave me alone so I can say I can't do that. With overflowing tolerance, I conveyed my willingness to take on the sorrows and regret anguishing Alonzo. Well, if anyone was going to pester me, I'm glad it's you. Could you spare me a little time? I'll say no problem.
Thank you.
Thank you. I did some more digging on the landowner who burned down my village. And when I thought I'd hit the bottom, I found more behind him that I hadn't unearthed before. In the end, he's nothing more than a pawn for someone else. I thought I had the upper hand, shadowing him with those he associates with, but they'd been looking into me as well. They untangled the web of lies that is Kukulis had struck first. What a fool I've been. My village, my mother, they're all gone. I've lost everything. So I can say, I'm sorry, you have to be strong, you reap what you'll say. You have to be strong. I just wanted to save my hometown. His taxes were extortion, and he siphoned the village's trade profits away for himself. My once peaceful village was trampled by poverty and all the ills that accompany it. He caused only torment for them, so I struck back. I thought I could fix things for them. My mother would be happy. But I got too caught up with my heroics and underestimated him. He couldn't have burned down the village on his own.
Damn it all.
Even if the village was rid of the landowner, someone else is backing him. Even a more powerful enemy had left unscathed. I endangered everyone's lives because I didn't realize that. And it was my mother, my own mother, who paid the price. And he pulls out his knife and he's got it up against his neck. Die, they said, in all my waking hours and all my dreams. I hear the villagers demanding my death. I only began this endeavor to free them, to give them their joy back. So if my death is what will give them that now, I have to. Your mother wouldn't want this. What about our friendship? Don't be rash. So I'll say your mother wouldn't want this. Was it your mother's wish? My mother's. Puts down and he drops the knife. Wanted me to live. But what's the point of living when all I have are my sins? Why do you not blame me? Can say blaming you changes nothing. Make amends by living, or I won't kick you when you're down. I'll say blaming you changes.
After all,
Even if I did blame you, nothing would change. That's true. There's no way to undo what has been done. I wonder if there's anything I can still do. I don't think there is, but just because you believe in me, I think I can go on living just a little longer. I can sense the tremendous trust Alonso's placed in me by sharing his darkest thoughts. Rank up, rank 4.
This is what you and
Magic
Mother
shop
wanted,
negotiator
right?
discounts the price of the magic shops in all cities. Knave's loyalty increases the monetary reward for completing quests. I've not the slightest clue what to do next. I'm not a good person, not like how my mother was, and I don't have some special power like you do. Like you do. Yeah, you were right. I would have been rather hasty of me to end my life right here and now. Thank you, Will. I finally realized as long as I have you, the world is mine to fool. Do visit again. I'll set the stage. I have some fun tricks in store for you. I don't know what Alonso's scheming this time, but at least it seems like he's regained his will to live.
Good night.
And with Alonso waved nonchalantly, and as we parted, I returned to the inn.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
August 9th.
Well then.
Right.
So we can talk to Barton. I'm going to talk to him, because talking to him will unlock another job. Another archetype. So...
You've come.
Ah, you're here. Glad you're well. This man here's my aide. He's of sorts. He's accompanying me, I see. See, I've been enlisting all the help I can get. I just finished my rounds of the town, actually, if you've time to spare class, so of course.
Thank you.
Thanks, I've got so much to tell you, which is only natural when there are so many bothers about the place. So now
My
we're in his
apologies.
office. Make yourself comfortable. Let's see, I've asked for some refreshments, but it'll take time. It's a bit heaving at the moment. So we're in the castle in his new office. This place is the city government's administrator's office, but it's a bit too luxurious for the likes of me, isn't it? I'm not used to that. Alright, sorry for all the noise outside. We're trying out some things to build and strengthen town security, you see. The whole mess with Lady Joanna was a right nightmare. I won't chance the faintest whiff of that kind of thing happening again. I'll say if I can say I support you, you should relax a little. I'll say I support you.
Thank
Wish
you.
success. Thanks. I don't aim on letting tragedy repeat itself.
And then?
Too many good folks here have lost loved ones. We gotta straighten this place out, make it peaceful so people can smile and laugh easy again.
Got to say,
Now that I'm governor, it falls to me to take care of anyone who's disturbing the peace. But I'm sorry now. Didn't mean to start rambling on about those serious matters. What kind of host lays burdens on his guest? I'll have some real eats whipped up for you. We can fill your belly and celebrate the newly...
don't worry your head.
Thanks to you, all we Weans are playing outside again, blessing us with those bony voices of theirs.
That's right.
Bonny voices of theirs. Sorry, these guys all have accents. I never took a liking to being called governor, and I still don't. Only thing I care about is protecting those young Weans and all this townspeople. So you can say the job suits you, take care of yourself too, or you really care about. Say the job suits you. Well, you seem to fill the governor's clogs just fine. You could be well right about that one.
It was so long ago.
And you know something? I once had a wife and child myself. It was back when the monsters were tearing up Artira from top to bottom. Town was in shambles. A hunting team was formed to destroy the monster nests. The mission was a long one, and what was I supposed to do? Just go home? I was captain, for goodness sake. So I stayed, and when I finally came home, no one was there. My family, I guess they got sick of waiting for me. They just left. I never knew just how cold the house could be until they were gone. And then came the incident with Lady Joanna. So many young'uns started going missing, I didn't know what to do. I was useless. First I'd lost my own child, then I couldn't protect the others. Wished I could have be the one to disappear instead of them. See, I understand you aren't to blame, or you can protect them. See, you aren't.
Listen.
Wasn't your responsibility. No, it was. I was the bloody captain of the guards.
Leave it in my hands.
I won't let the Weans ever live in fear again. That's my oath as governor. I consider us comrades, seeing as you're aiming for the throne. We both strive for a better world. I can't keep the truth from Barton when he shows such sincere trust. I explained to him that I entered not to take the throne, but to raise someone else who would forge a better future for our country. What? First the scheme with Heisman, now this? You play a long game, a lot of you. But thank you. You could have easily stayed silent about it, yet you've confided in me because you trust me,
That's how
yes?
it is.
And I shall do the same. I support you and any who envisions the same future as you do. can feel Barden's resolve as governor has deep faith in me.
He...
The honorable Godsman, Barden, keeper and heriter of the commander's virtue. Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom.
Power.
Bless this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength, fulfill thy destiny.
I shall lay down my very life for the town.
So, rank up, rank 3. So I got the general and commander lineage can now inherit 2. So that might be what I need for Strohl's job. So I'll be able to check that in a moment. But I'll tell you, the children find me right frightening. They get scared if I say hello. Just the other day, I smiled at a proper newborn and started crying like he was on fire. I think one of my governor duties is to be well friendly with the townsfolk, but you needn't worry. I'll protect the town you worked so hard to save. It was a nice thing to talk with you about the town today. I hope we can do it again, and I pray for your safety. Damn that Barden. It's disgusting watching him play hero. So we got a couple of people. We got a sanctor, a guy from the church, older dude talking to a citizen. He's bloody Roussant, fit for guarding the town and not else. Someone like him governing this is beyond the pale. It should have been me continuing to guide us as the rightful leader, yet somehow the masses are cheering for Barden.
Aye.
But I have a plan to deal with it. Let's discuss the details inside. And he walks in with the other dude, probably one of his supporters. So, it sounds like Barden is not universally loved in town. You know? And as we hear, it's because, you know, the rivalry between the tribes. You know, the church is largely run by Clamars.
Incredulous.
Rella's in Ishkia. And...
Hey, listen.
Thornton is a rogue, but I think like a lot of the rank and file, like mid-level guys that make up the majority of the church are probably Clamar, even though a lot of the senior leaders aren't, which is kind of interesting.
I'm just incredulous.
And then Godot is also a son.
Right? Hmm?
Alright, so we can't talk to Heisme yet. Or Brigitte. I needed to. I don't think Brigitte would talk to me until I have more courage. I'd like to visit Katharina, but I don't know where she is. Okay.
I'm just incredulous.
What can I do now? Oh, I can check Strohl's
What
thing.
now?
Yep, as I thought. I need to level up I need to get General and level that to level 10. So General is the upgrade of Commander. I'm at level 16 with Commander. Let's see. I got an item to level that up further. Okay, so I'm at level 17 now with that. And the most effective way to do it, since Strohl is good in his Swordmaster class, is to just farm the level up items with him. By leveling him up, leveling up his archetype, and then just spending those to level up the commander.
You there.
So we meet again. So we're gonna talk to the Starry woman again. So I'll listen to her. Let's talk about something closer to home, which is to say the tournament. It turns out that the chief of the island we discussed before is participating as well. I'm not of the island, so I do not know why he is here, but I suspect he will not find much success. There are a few on the mainland with sympathies for the Mustari tribe. It is unfortunate, but the chief's ideals will not reach the people. I listened to the women talk for a while. By learning about different culture, I feel like my tolerance has improved. Word of your renown has reached even my ears. They say you are far stronger than you look and a brave candidate to be king. If something were to happen to the chief, please help him. I know it's strange to ask this of you, but I spoke to her for a while before heading home.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
August 10th, Idol's Day.
Well then.
We're gonna head back to. So let's see. Can I talk to anyone? All right, we can not talk to anybody at this point in time. So let's. All right. so we need more towers to talk to her.
Well met, eh?
Level 7 and 8 typically are the ones that you
Right.
need level 4 or 5 Royal Virtue Swords. So I guess what we'll do is we'll just head to the arena,
Let's go.
because I don't really have much else I need to do at the moment. I've done all the dungeons and quests. Let's see. Bronze 2, let's hear it. This battle will be unlike any other. You'll have to run around the Colosseum and fight with only the power of the weapon you're holding in
Fight
your hand.
on!
Your opponents will be a mob of Gangflows and Serptias. Please watch out for the Gangflows if they pack a
Gonna be
mean punch.
tough.
So,
What'll it be?
we're not doing a squad battle this time. We're just running around the arena and slashing the enemies as they show up. We got these big flower-looking things.
Come on, come on.
Our challenger, Will, is ready to risk it all. Let's make it one for the ages. So, we just gotta defeat all the enemies. There's no time.
Impressive.
We've got red snakes with like white underbellies.
New notification. Dual sense wireless controller battery level is
Hold
low.
on. I'll plug in my controller shortly. A brilliant bang-on blow by our challenger, Will. Magnificent work. All the monsters have been annihilated.
Bravo!
Brilliant, absolutely smashing fight you showed us there. The audience loved every moment. You've risen through the ranks. You've been promoted to Bronze 1. If you win the next match, you'll receive a special reward. There's more fighting ahead of you, but here's your reward for this time. Go on, it's yours. So we got some Blessed Water, Grace Water. I think
Look
those...
at you.
The audience was really riled up. You did a great job fighting with all those eyes on you. I got through the rank. I feel like my courage is...
All right.
Fight another day.
Curious if I can do 2 Coliseum fights in the same day. I'll have to check. Oh, I can talk to someone. So I can talk to Alonzo again. Let me
Right.
see who else is, if anyone else is available. Just him.
I'm just
All right, then.
incredulous.
I'll talk to him.
All right, then.
Right.
The quicker you can level up your supporters, the stronger your team becomes. No.
Greetings.
Ah, well met. What are you up to? I've been waiting for you. Listen carefully. I'm putting a major new plan into motion. What kind of plan? Great, come with me.
Understand?
I've discovered something interesting. The landowner controls all the trade in the settlements around my village, so his valet often comes through the town. However, I heard the landowner himself will be present for the next inspection, and that's when I plan to nab him. Say how?
What?
Trust me, he'll behave himself.
Oh.
But it would be near impossible to catch him if they come via a busy open street. I'll force them down the forest path where there'll be no witnesses. I've spread rumors about humans appearing on the village roads for this express purpose. The men guarding him won't be an issue either. I'll lie in wait along the forest path and call out.
And then...
And I'd like for you to accompany me there as well. I can say, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, sounds like you'll need. I didn't expect you to agree so quickly. Thank you.
I'm...
We will change things. This world of greedy pigs gorging themselves on the riches will come to an end. I'll say, how?
Serious?
What is your plan? A long time ago, my mother brought home a weak sapling she'd found. The tree was practically dying, but it still bore a small fruit, and with its seeds. My mother planted them and gave away the new saplings to our neighbors. Before long, there was an orchard in one corner of our village. The mere sight of it was breathtaking. My mother refused any credit. She said the tree itself wanted to grow and wanted to bear fruit. That's what I realized. Perhaps we all have something we'd like to see come to fruition. Within all of us, there's a seed of virtue wanting to blossom.
It's fine.
That's what I'm betting on, so make sure you go out and change the world. So I'll say, what are you planning? What are you... Huh. If I'm right about you, you'll find out soon enough. I can sense Alonso's resolve behind his grin and his high expectations for me. Rank 5.
You're all I
So-
have left in this world.
We can inherit up to 3 skills now if we're using
Understand?
the Faker archetype. I can use my network to arrange which afternoon the big inspection occurs. Let me know soon. I'll be waiting.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
August 11th.
Well then.
I hear a voice. There's something I'd like him to look at. It's Barden again.
Right?
I think he's the only, he's the only one we can talk to. So we'll talk to him, get him up to rank 4. Because we still have 3 more people we haven't even met yet. So I want to get as many of these earlier game quest lines moved along so we can focus more on these other characters too. Look here, we've rebuilt the town's defensive barriers, not just here either, but all the entrances. So he's got like gates now. Plus, we doubled the guard deployed throughout the town. Nobody wanting to do us harm will be getting here now.
Now then.
And now I can focus on other things, on the far more insidious threat plaguing the town. I can say, are there bad people here? Not quite bad. When one of them has a following, we get rid of them. Well, getting rid of them can be a bit of a struggle.
This is...
What the hell are you doing to the town? Barden irritated shouting.
Huh?
Sir Gastro, what brings you here? This is the priest dude we saw at the very end of his last scene. Don't play the fool, Barden. Explain this special taxes plan of yours. Oh, it looks like he might be a rogue. Because I see he's got I can tell he's got like the marks on his face, like the tattoos or whatever. And he's an older dude. He's got a black and blue robe with like a white scarf around him that you'd expect like a priest to have. Oh, well, the plan was right necessary to build the barrier you see here before
Seriously?
you. Spending the people's money so carelessly, we have no need for such defenses. Do you honestly believe Martyria will be attacked? One ought to be prepared for anything, do you not agree? Besides, weren't you the one doling out funding from donations to the town's leading figures? Surely you had cause. Where did you hear that?
In other words,
Not only did I hear about it, I managed to recover the funds, and that's why these barriers were finished ahead of schedule. In truth, I'm grateful to you, Sir Gastro.
What did you say?
You mock me. You'll regret making an enemy of me. He walks away. Out of my way. Child, hey. The kid's crying. How dare you push a wee laddie. Hey, you alright there? Ugh. There, you're not hurt. Now head on home. Mom, the scary armor's talking. It's talking! Wait, don't be frightened. He ran away. Am I really that scary a fellow? Nah, I've just fallen victim to Gastro's sneaky little machinations. Gotta keep my guard up. And I must prove to Gastro that no injustice will be happening on my watch. And I see you in a whole new watch. Don't let things escalate. Children really do fear you. So yeah, Barden's really struggling with the fact that he's like not the most charismatic guy, but he's just really good at his job, and he needs something to show the town that he's got their best interest at heart. Because now his critics are starting to come out and criticize him, and he doesn't really have the force of personality to like resist that. That's what he's really struggling with here. So I'm going to continue to encourage him. I'm seeing a whole new landmark. Well, I'd rather not have to resort to such methods. But I tell you, I shudder to even think about that man being governor.
the truth is,
I mean, I'll confess, he was a clergyman, and I thought he would be well in the position, because I thought him a splendid fellow at first, but in truth, he's a scoundrel who only wants to control the town. Honestly, thinking on it all, maybe I'm not such a great judge of character. First Lady Joanna and now Gastro. I've got some naiveties in me, and I seems to invite tragedy. If I want to fix this, I cannot show any more mercy, which is why I've got a spy on Gastro. I'm going to say, are you sure that's wise? You sure about this? What's anything to unmoor the nerves about? He only needs to worry if he does something wrong.
I suppose.
We need to place safety above all else. Can't have folks like Gastro just prowling about. You know, it's for your sake too, but that I'm cleaning up the town. Don't you see I want to unite the people under your banner? That requires removing certain obstacles. Well, I can say that's reassuring, that's excessive, or things are fine as is. I'm going to give him a warning here, because you can clearly see things are starting to get off track for Barden. Aren't you worried that you might be overdoing
That sort of thing is...
Not at all. Threats linger about the town. And I won't feel truly fit to be governor until I repay your favor and preserve the peace. Feel Barden's ambition as governor and his increasingly deep faith towards me.
It's not enough. It could yet be improved.
Protective formation. Improves defense when the party is in the back row. And care package. Occasionally, Barden will send us stuff.
So long.
Well, no time like the present. I have to take my leave of you for today. Apologies. So he walks off. So, you know, he's doing his best to protect the town, but here's the people anxious. Hey, the guards keep looking over here. I know, I can't even relax in my own home anymore. I thought if we left things to Barden, we'd finally have some peace and quiet. So, but you can see that maybe he's gone too far with the public security stuff, and that's starting to make people anxious. You know, the Barden questline is a really great kind of display of how there's a fine line between too much public security and not enough public security. In the case of, you know, the event that preceded it, the stuff with Joanna and Morris, where the guards weren't really doing their job and actually were abetting Joanna's scheme to get revenge on her own people, and now Barden's like, oh, we need to do the opposite. We need to be totally vigilant, not realizing that, you know, what the people want is an effective force, but they don't want someone that's always there or someone that's never there for them.
Right.
Let's see if there's anything we can do. No one will talk to us. Let's see if we can go to the Coliseum and participate at night. You hear the desk is for the regular curtain, so let's hear it. This time you'll be up against Vesp and No-Cross. They're no regular insects, so don't make light of them. Our insects strike fear to every heart. More importantly, the battle is a special restriction. You'll have to defeat them all by yourself, alone. You'll have a hard time recovering and get poisoned or something. That it's all that's left. Let's show them what you got. Alright, so I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's rumble. We've got two big bugs here.
Come on, come on.
Our challenge at will is ready to risk it all. Let's make one fight.
Magic
So it's a giant bee and then a giant like moth. And the moth this time is like orange and
Win!
You hit their weakness.
I won't hold back!
That's your opening, Captain.
Scour! Just one left!
and because I was able to hit the weakness of the moth, I got an extra turn.
Poison.
And that enabled me to take it out.
You better cure that before the pain sets in.
I'm poisoned though. But fortunately, we're a lot stronger than this thing.
Magic Seeker!
Alright, we took it out, so we won the fight.
Bravo!
Brilliant, absolutely smashing fight you showed us there. The audience loved every moment. You've risen through the ranks. You're now Silver 3. Welcome to the big leagues. Here's your commemoration gift. A Fortune's Grasp. So it's another fist weapon of some kind. And here's a little something on the house. We do love to make sure our combatants know they're appreciated. A rainbow bath, so that's bath salts for the bath on the runner. Wow, you did it. Now look at... Now we've made it to the next tier. I guess all those real battles have given you an edge. I got through the ranked match. I feel like the challenge has improved my courage.
Alright.
Fight another day.
The challenge here is open anytime you wish. You're always welcome here at the Coliseum. I left the Coliseum and the crowd still cheering with feverish enthusiasm. I took a break with the team, and I could have ranked up, but right now it's capped at 26, so...
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Waters Day, August 12th.
Here you are. Here you are.
Barden sent us some medicine, which is nice. And, like, the free items were nice. It's just, like, not... Some of the other buffs were a little more important than that one, you know. Let us do what we were able to, then simply wait. We've done all that's within our power, and the die has been cast. I wonder if we'll really find the formula within Luis's quarters, so I can't help but worry.
Oh, well.
Says, Strohl. All we can do now is hope the operation goes off without a hitch. This one will be a real tightrope back, but if we can't pull this off, we have no hope of ever saving the prince.
So?
Boy, there.
Right.
Let's see, can we talk to anybody? Okay, we can talk to Alonzo during the day now and get him up to rank 6. Well, why not? That means we'll be just a short time away from finishing his storyline once we've moved up to the... Once we've moved up to the right royal virtue. So we take a carriage. out into the forest. We meet with the old fat landlord dude. He's got a couple of soldiers with him. What, Alonso, what are you doing here? What are you planning? Have you heard? A little bird told me your daughter has a man she fancies. What was his name? Oh, right, Kukulas. Did you say your goodbyes to her before you left, or has she gone out somewhere?
You bastard!
What have you done to my daughter, you cur? What happens to your precious daughter depends on you. Tell your guards to leave us, just give us a little space. So he nods, and then the guards walk off.
Now!
And he bows. What are you after, my life? You're offering it, sure, but there's something I want more. Tell me, where do your desires truly lie? My desires, what are you getting at? The landlord says. To get into your purse strings, I had to use everything at my disposal to look into you. What I found was rather discomforting. Allegedly, you've committed several atrocities in various villages, yet many villagers still respect you. I'd assume you used your money to force to make them submit, but I was wrong. Perhaps you've hidden your true intentions this whole time. Explain yourself. She's 5 years younger than me. Yes, she's quite lovely when she smiles, just like her mother. With such a beautiful little family at stake, you've no choice but to obey what your conspirators told you from behind closed doors. You were a beloved father and upstanding man, and they noticed. They fed you lies and flattery in turn. One moment you're praised, the next threatened. And before you knew it, you'd fallen in line with the oppressors of the weak, and you can't break free. It's a rather pitiful tale, don't you think?
Silence!
What do you know? How could you possibly understand the depravity that taints the world? I have 3 daughters, and those bastards, they...
Tell me.
Don't you wish you could end this ruse? I'd have quit long ago if I could have. I don't want to be stolen from any longer. I haven't the power to change a single thing, the landlord says. That sounds awfully familiar, doesn't it? Where have I heard those words before? Yourself.
Well, sure.
I believe you. Oh, you remember. Well, then, that's all in the past now. And if I hadn't met you, I would have surely ended up just like him.
Moving on.
Well, I've learnt what I wanted to know now then, good sir. Would you like a chance at redemption? I'll set your daughter free, and I'll even help you atone for your sins, so long as you agree to my terms and cooperate with me. Fine, I accept your offer. You've my word, the landowner says. You hear that? Alright then, it's time for the big reveal. I haven't done anything to your daughter. Actually, I've never even met her.
Hey.
You understand why I told you that load of rubbish, don't you? I took a gamble on you and what you truly desire. Well, that's one mountain climbed. I predicted correctly and won my bet. Is that okay? Things
Yes.
gonna work out? You don't need to worry. He'll follow through once he knows what my plan is. In hindsight, I've always run away when things take a turn for the worse. Even when I tried to die, it was to escape my sins. But when you've helped me figure out what I want to do, something only I can do. Yes, I'm a liar and a cheat. Yet, I hate those who lie and cheat. I hate the very framework of the world that made me become the deceiver I am. What lies ahead will be the great con man Alonso's work of a lifetime.
Remember your vow.
For this new king who will change this cesspit into a never-before-seen utopia, I'll pull all the wool over the world's eyes and then take it for myself. What Alonso's words mean isn't clear, but I can see the steadfast resolution in his eyes. He decided to place his absolute trust in me.
I will live to my
Faker
fullest
Veneration.
potential.
Significantly reduces Maglev studying Faker lineage archetypes. I'm sure you're dying to know what I have planned, but just bear with me for now. When next we meet, I'll unveil everything in spectacular fashion. Be sure you don't delay, but for now, farewell. So now we go back to town.
Right.
Anyone we can talk to? We do not.
All right then. Let's go.
See if we can do anything at the Coliseum. So the other fight will be a gauntlet of like 20 consecutive fights. I'm not really strong enough to do that. Or a mob of multicolored teeth with different skills and just the
Fight on!
You don't sit if you don't chance, you don't exploit. Oh, and you have your own weaknesses too. Let's try to take them all on at once, but there's so many of them. This is a head scratcher. With that, all except this fight. Go show us what you got. If I take them on, my fight might hurt. Alright, so we're gonna take on the teeth. So these look like our tooth friend, but there's all different ones. There's like a silver one, a like dark red orange-ish looking one that has like a cavity in the top. The one that looks just like our tooth friend, so it's just like a regular white tooth. A gold one, and then I can't tell the one in the back just from this angle. Wow, look at all those colors. Guess you really can knock the teeth out of this battle. Sorry, I should be serious. This is our first silver rank match. Probably no joke. I'll challenge you, Will. Is ready to risk it all. Let's make it one for the edge, then fight. All right.
Let's show him what we can do.
A sword master! I'll cut you down!
Nice one, Strohl. Is that all?
Toothbrush is like a
blunder.
Yeesh, they're pretty tough. Better be careful.
Alright, the gold tooth can't be hit by slash.
For all that we strive for! As the point of a sword!
Assassin. Rancor.
Magic Seeker! Wind!
Yikes!
Oh, and
Watch
the
out for
silver
the
tooth absorbs wind.
Strohl's badly wounded. Can anyone heal him?
And then the last one.
Someone get him back on his feet!
Here!
I live to see another day. All power of kings. Some darker arts.
Brace yourselves!
Oh man.
Look her down! Get her back up! He's about to
It's all
collapse!
collapsing.
Someone heal him
I
fast!
might lose this fight.
He's knocked out? Someone help him get
And
back
so
on
is
his
Hulk.
feet! Captain's hurt bad! Let's get him some healing! Not like
So
this!
I'm gonna retry from the beginning
Alright,
because
let's show him what we can do!
Some darker arts.
Come forth, Royal Soul!
Sheesh, they're pretty tough! Better be careful!
Scour! Sword Master! Hack and slash! With blade in hand! A worthy foe after all!
Blunder.
Not yet! Someone heal her!
Assassin. Follow my lead.
one of the teeth is down.
Win! No holding back! Magic Knight! This won't do. I must reach. Oh, power of heroes!
My friends.
Alright, so I use her AoE heal that heals everyone in the front line. Because these things are tough. They're using level 3 spells.
Now accept your fate. Some darker arts.
Oh right, it absorbs dark. Oops, that was a giant.
I refuse to die yet.
Someone heal him! No! I think
Shame.
Someone help him get back in the fight!
And when they hit weaknesses, they get extra turns, so...
Heise may got knocked out! We gotta revive him!
I shall repay this.
Are you prepared?
She needs help!
Hack and slash!
Right on target! Nice one,
Justice
Strohl.
prevail!
Quite a boon.
I owe you. Thanks.
Rancor.
I have your back! Only a flesh wound.
So Hulkenberg used her guard ability. She jumped in front of Will and then took like almost no damage because that's part of her skills.
Come
It's one of her
forth, Royal
special
Soul!
abilities.
Scour! A
I'll cut you down!
Is with blade in hand. I'll run you through.
The silver tooth, you need to use physical attacks
Now
on.
accept your fate! Formidable indeed.
Captain hurt bad. Let's get him some healing. Captain's
It's
down.
knocked out.
Someone, help him back up.
This calls for one of these.
Still fight. Power of heroes.
Assassin! How's that?
We took out the red tooth with like the cavity in the top. So that lowers their total turn numbers by 1.
Someone, heal her. Hulkenberg's in bad
Light us
shape.
power.
She needs help.
Win.
Swordmaster! Not done yet.
Let justice prevail. Let nothing stop you.
We took out the silver tooth, the one that's been using AoE attacks.
Some darker arts.
So now they're down to 2.
Captain's hurt bad. Let's get him some healing.
I'm sorry.
Captain's down. Someone, help him back up.
Let's try this.
Hulkenberg's in bad shape. She needs help.
Through them.
I'll use what I must. Apologies. Would you finish it?
Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone, heal her. Hulkenberg's down. Get her back up.
They can all use the toothbrush attack, which is like an AoE attack where they drop teeth on you and then they explode.
Swordmaster! I'll cut you down. They die hard.
And let justice prevail. It's almost decided.
You never let us down.
So the gold tooth is all that's left.
Everyone okay? Gotta heal up. Throw her
Face
back.
me.
Anyone
Some darker arts.
Let's go.
Scour.
Now, are you prepared? Oh, holy light!
Is everyone magic knight? I will not let you
thanks.
die.
My thanks.
That helped.
Do we know what this thing's weak to?
I will magic seeker. You better be sure. Magic seeker. Win.
I call upon royal power within.
A magic knight at the point of a sword.
So we're just gonna have
use
to
what I
burn this
must.
thing down. It might just resist
Magic
everything.
seeker. Scour.
I'll
This
cut
is
you
breaking
down.
edge.
Magic knight. Power courses through me.
Hulkenberg mastered
Strive for greater heights.
Magic Knight as well, which is just good. I'll give my guy a little bit of energy that increases
I've
defense.
grown more powerful.
A new means of protection.
Alright, Tetrakarn. Raises barrier that repels all slash, pierce, physical attacks, strike attacks for 1 enemy.
Steady effort is key. Bravo!
Brilliant, absolutely smashing fight. You showed us that the audience loved every moment. You've risen to Silver 2, there's more fighting ahead of you, and we got a Miracle
Look at
Igniter.
you.
The audience was really riled up. You did a great job fighting with all those eyes on you. And my courage
All right.
went up as well.
Fight another day.
The challenge is open to you anytime you wish. Alright. And we can't go rank up at the moment, because the next rank up is tied into
Time marches on, and the age of a new
advancing the
king
main
draws
story,
nearer.
and we are now on the day of the soiree, August 13th, Arbor's Day. Early morning.
At last.
Right, everyone, the soiree will be held tonight at the feast hall Louis is staying at. Let's go over our roles one more time.
Got it?
First, we all greet Louis together. Let him know that we showed up. Excepting Gallica, of course. She stays hidden, so he only sees one person go missing. Once we're clear of him, the captain and Gallica slip out with all speed and head for Louis's gauntlet runner. Heisme, Hulkenberg, and I will keep tabs on Luis and buy whatever time we can. Understood. We have one objective. Take the cursed formula from Luis' Skyrunner. All hangs upon this mission. His Highness the Prince and the very kingdom itself are at stake. I know I'm acting like I'm calling the shots here, but honestly, you're the one we're depending on. Once you're in, if you run into any gods, it'll be on you to take them out quick. We can't even have them raise.
Things will be fine.
You're really the only one who has a chance alone against Luis's best. Sorry to put all this on your shoulders, but we believe in you. Strohl says. I'll say I'll do my best.
Yep.
Let's watch yourselves then, all of us. Okay, we move at nightfall. So it just skips over the afternoon, and now we're at night. So we're in Luis's soiree, so we're in, like, the hotel, you know, reception hall. We've got all these various soldiers of
They carry
different
themselves
races.
with more poise than Martyrus guards.
They comprised the most elite unit of the military until Luis's secession. Now they are his private guard.
I don't see
Got
Luis.
tables with all kind of food and
His
stuff. It's
brothers,
exactly
all
what you'd
that
expect. It's
songstress.
a
But this
celebration.
many people here means the runner's got to be all but empty.
Shh, they're here.
So, Del and Baz show up with...
Glad you made it. Could stand to loosen up a little, though. What's got you lot so wound up?
Well, you have to admit, your simple company is more than a little intimidating.
You'll get used to that. You'll have to if you want to survive. Hey, pups.
Oh. Where's that Ishkia man? The lanky old chap with the glasses.
Minding our
He's
runner.
keeping watch over our gauntlet runner. What? Don't feel safe leaving your gauntlet runner empty? As you like, I suppose.
I don't see that songstress, Junah. Is she not coming?
Ah, she's under the weather. Poor girl went and lost her voice. Not many others could refuse an invitation from Lord Luis and live to tell it.
You're looking forward to having another chat with her, eh? What a shame. Zell got a bit tricky about missing her, too.
God's sake, Baz, belt up.
When Luis walks in, Liddell is there as well with his dog.
I'm glad you could make it.
So I'll say thank you.
Thank you for inviting us. Please, enjoy yourselves. As new comrades in arms, I expect you to. Now, while the drinks in their cups have yet to reach their heads, let's get the formality of introductions out of the way. Friends, today we welcome a most emboldening addition to our ranks. Doubtless you've heard of the young candidate who brought great shame to Sanctifex Forden. Before you stands the young man himself. Indeed, I was much surprised to learn he brought that sanctuarist forward with the intent of winning my regard. Commendably bold. Now, let us greet our new allies with warmth and pride.
So I can say, you have my sword, Lord Luis for the throne, or follow me, and this land may be saved. You have my
If
sword.
my sword will be of use, you have it.
It's your life on the line now, boy.
Don't go losing it too quick now.
The rest
Liddell
of
is
the
in
night
the
yours to
crowd
drink
as well.
in. Enjoy the party.
Strohl follows
We'll take care of the
Luis,
rest.
while Will leaves. So
Hey,
Will
new
heads
boy.
back Liddell.
Slow down. Wouldn't be wise to snub a ranking officer now, would it?
Well, look who it is. The only blowhard who showed up to the competition with a head smaller than his own.
You little red-eyed! You want to say that again?
Oh, Heisme. Totally getting in his head. Okay, that seems like my opportunity to slip out. Will thinks that he leaves, as Heisme argues with them. So our character now ranks up to level 23 after getting Luis's recognition of his power. More people have taken an interest in me, and Luis has formally acknowledged it. Now we just need to find the formula. We managed to slip out of the soiree and infiltrate the Charadrius while the guards were shorthanded.
All right.
So,
All right.
we made it so far. Everything's going according to plan. Security's nice and light. We were smart to do this on the night of the soiree. The lift to Luis's quarters is over there. Hang on, there's a guard for it. Of course they're watching this door. I don't think they're looking this way though. Let's see if we can sneak a peek. So there's a guard. Let's going on? We can't afford to get slowed down. We don't have a choice. We'll have to look for our way around. Oh. Panic says, wait, what are you doing? God, you heard the alert this morning, eh? Just making sure all the extra security measures are in working order. What's wrong with you? Something got you worked up? Ah, right. The bridge is locked and I can't get in. Give me a hand, would you? Fabio's on duty, isn't he? What's he doing at locking the door? Well, I heard someone saw Lady Junah enter the bridge. Wait, you don't mean, are they alone in there? What do you think's going on?
Yeah!
That's great, this is our chance.
No way!
Oh no, the key's not working. This is the one that worked before. Maybe they changed the lock somehow. They were just talking about some extra security measures. This isn't good. What do we do now? We don't have much time. So now we're back at the party. We got everyone talking about
No, we
our
just
groups.
keep up
The
this
rest of
roll
our
as long
team
as
is
we can.
together. Luis is sitting on like a nice chair at a table with his meal in front of him. He's got
Might I have a
Del and
moment,
Baz and
please?
and then some of his, like the sergeants that we fought in the Charadrius behind him.
Strohl, if I recall. I've heard you're a titled noble. Yet you stand behind a commoner candidate.
I stand with a candidate who's proven he has power and potential.
Luis motions for him to sit
Besides,
down at the table.
I'm a noble in lineage alone. My house no longer stands. Where are you from? Have you heard of a village called Halia?
Certainly. It was the first village to be destroyed by the human menace.
Only because help never came. They requested reinforcements, but the army wouldn't spare a single soldier. Are the rumors true that was by your decision?
That is true.
But why?
To save this country.
Strohl stands up, and then the
Strohl.
other guy.
The Fool King and the fossils of the Sanctus Church refused to face the threat looming over this country. An adequately dramatic demonstration was required. They say you could see Halia burning as far as the palace battlements. Confronted with that balefire, those old men could no longer deny the human threat.
Your balefire cost hundreds of innocent lives.
Strohl's angry, naturally. Luis
Do I
motions
offend
for his guards to step back.
Are you repulsed? Surely it helps you realize that you can protect nothing without power. The natural blessings you enjoyed are not infinite. Few have the luxury of living with no need to struggle and harm just to survive. But our nation would have you believe such hardship is born of moral weakness. So the punished are punished further. They die in silence like livestock. Their reality denied. It defies reason. All people deserve the chance to fight for their lives with their lives. Some will fall, some will triumph, and therein is true equality forged, however cruel. I am not one to stand idly by as history is wrought. All their sacrifices, and yours, shall not be in vain. A valuable conversation. I do hope you enjoy the party.
Strohl.
Humblest apologies. He's a young heart and hasn't yet learned to temper his words.
No worries. Truth told, I'd take him over the sycophants.
The brat's nowhere to be seen. Where'd he slip off to? He couldn't have. Let's go have a look around, Hector.
When Claudel notices Will's not here and he leaves. At this rate, the guards will come back. If we miss this opportunity, we won't get another.
What?
Wait, what? I feel the strangest sensation, like my body's being pulled downwards. All of a sudden, the airship starts moving. Oi! What's going on? There wasn't a takeoff scheduled for tonight. Takeoff? Wait a second. You mean the runner's taking off? Why is this happening now? This wasn't part of the plan. We're gaining speed. What's our course? Hang on, this is bad. We've got to change the flight path. We'll ram straight into the sphere of water. That whole area is thick with distortion from magma. If we get too close, the whole damn craft will tip. What if we do? All this commotion's going to have this place full of panicking guards. If we stay put, they'll find us. Come on, follow me. Let's retreat to the deck for now. So now we're on the outside of the ship.
Phew.
Close one. So now we're on the outside of the ship. It's very fancy. What was that? The floor suddenly tilted, and then the ship tilts, and we start sliding over. So now we're on the side of the ship, and we can't get back in because of the way the ship is
Soldier
angled.
from earlier was freaking out about some effect from a magma crystal. Maybe this is it.
And now the wind starts picking up, of course, because we're up in the air, and Will and Gallica get blown down. The ship is like on its side. And we're out like on the wings a little bit. And we need to get back to an area where we can get into the ship. So we've got all these little wings going about, which is helping more safe, but how? Are we still standing on the outside of the Charadrius? Oh, I knew this was a big vessel, but this thing looks like it goes on for ages. This isn't going according to plan. I wasn't expecting to get thrown out of the hole. But failure's not an option. I have to think, what can I do to keep this mission? This is what we do now. I can wait for help, get back inside, or head for Luis's. All the way at the far end of the runner, but actually you've got a point. That the key ended up being useless, so sneaking in from the outside might be our best bet. You've got a plan, don't you? Some way to get from here to Luis's room. We can surf on our sword. We could have cut straight across the hall. I mean, if anyone could do it, you, but do you want to risk it? I guess if you're ready, let's go. So we're going to surf over the, jumping across the glowing sections by using the scaffolds. Luis's quarters
Here
are
we
straight
go.
ahead. We're losing time, so let's hurry. I'll hide in your bag. Please don't kill us.
Gangway!
So we have to...
Yeah!
We're surfing along here, and there's like glowing sections that we have to get to. And if we don't land on them, then it's an automatic game over. But it'll just send us back to the start of this minigame. So we jump onto the... We got over, but now there's another section we have to get onto. So...
Look at that!
Then we jump on, jump over. We can see the moon in the background. And now we managed to get over to an area where we can open the door.
Right.
We actually made it. We got to Luis's quarters. You thought we were going to die there. You could be so reckless. So this is like the emergency door
good.
out of his personal quarters. We're moving away from the crystal. We don't get inside quick, we're dead. So we open the door quickly, and we jump down through the door. Dude, just in time. We'd stayed out there like that, we'd have been plummeted. Coincidence or not, it's nice to have a bit of luck on our side, so here we are. So we're inside Luis's personal quarters. This room is really beautiful. Maybe it's got some special spells so nothing falls when it's turned on.
Let's hurry.
Anyway, the formula we're looking for is somewhere in here, so let's hurry and find it. So, to describe Luis's quarters, so we walk in, there's like an entry deck, and then we go down a couple steps. There's bookshelves on both sides. There's a table with 2 couches on each side, a huge desk with a map of Uchronia on it, and like a nice red chair for him to sit in. And then there's a picture of the Charadrius. Quite the art collector's guide here. This one looks like an exterior shot of the Charadrius.
Incredible.
It's just enough walking around the runner, but this painting really put into perspective just how impressive this vessel is. They say it was originally developed by the State Army and Luis claimed it for his own. To him, this is a symbol of power, no doubt about that. You don't think he'd hit the formula behind one of these paintings, do you? Nah, still, this place is immaculate, not much... Alright. So then there's his desk. The map marked with different routes. This looks like it shows the Oceania area. There's a mark of one of these islands off the shore. Weird. I've never even heard of this place. Luis interested in this island for some reason, wonder why. I'm seeing several books of magic stacked on the shelf. No formula yet. So then we look at one of the other bookshelves. Magic book. Oh, another magic book. Some of these texts are pretty dense. It's like a research library here.
Good.
Wishful thinking. So then we got one other bookshelf. on the right side of the room. Looks upon what kind of collection of this side must be pretty passionate about his studies, huh? Guess that's how he managed to craft such a powerful. Now, it's not the time to be speculating on his hobbies. Doesn't seem like the formula's on the shelf. Let's look elsewhere. Let's see it. Oh, and then there's a plant here in front of a couple of dressers that have like fancy stuff on them. Some beautiful flowers, but I've seen this somewhere before. Are these the royal flowers? One of the ones Luis gathered at the royal funeral? Keeping them in this room like this. It's like he's displaying a trophy. Wonder if that ego of his will fit inside a crown. Makes me sick just thinking about it. Let's find the formula quick. We have to save the prince. Alright, well, I don't see anywhere else, so I guess we're gonna try and leave, maybe?
Hang on!
Got a dinner plan? The crucial is somewhere here, you goof. Alright. Alright, there's like a closet. Can't get it open. This is the storage closet, but it's shut tight. Let's revisit this later. Alright, we're gonna check another one of the bookshelves now. What's this? Find something? Held up, is that? And he pulls out, and it's another copy of the same book.
That's the same you have. But why would Luis? It's a forbidden text. So there shouldn't even be many copies left.
Let's see. Possible.
That's him.
You think Luis is actually reading this? If so, it doesn't seem like he's really getting its message. Wait, in there! There's a hidden box.
So behind our little novel here, we've got a hidden box.
Magic formulas! Which one has the prince's curse? Don't forget!
And the door opens, and Junah walks in.
What are you doing here?
I can say I got lost. I was asked to run an errand, or I was looking for someone.
I'm looking for something.
Not even bothering to hide it. Hey, didn't you just come out of the storage room? What were you doing in there? You're that fairy from before.
Count Luis gave me permission to come and go as I please in his private quarters.
Hey, didn't I hear you had a sore throat or something? They said you lost your voice, but you sound fine to me. I get it now. You snuck in this room last time too, didn't you? Wow, you're a real repeat offender.
I'm really losing my touch.
And she walks right up to our protagonist, who's backing up and then into the wall, and she puts his hand next to his head so he can't move.
Well, I have to say, I like what I see.
And she's right in his face.
Get away from him!
I don't suppose we could keep my little investigation secret. I'll keep quiet about you too, now that we're accomplices.
I can say my lips are sealed. What are you plotting, or what are you looking for? I say my lips are sealed.
I don't plan on ratting you out.
I do love a smart man. So, your little cohort cases the place first, leaving you to slink in once you've got the brief. Pretty sharp.
Hey, I'm not just a little cohort. I have a proper name, and it's Gallica.
Gallica? Your name is Gallica? Wait, does this mean... So you're here for...
Someone's coming!
Well. The occupant's absent, but the door's locked. I see why the guards are in a panic.
There's no use hiding. This is quite a turn-up, isn't it? The runt I might have figured for a rat, but even my lord's favorite little songbird? What a scandal! And when he hears it from me, maybe I'll finally get some recognition around here.
Everything's falling apart! What do we do?
I think he's gone. If he'd stayed, he could have trapped us here. Thank goodness he's as stupid as he looks. I'll take care of this. Just listen close and act fast. The box you found contains the formula to the curse. I knew it. We both know what you're here for, right? Take what's inside and leave. Let's survive now. Talk later, shall we?
She told us to run. But we can't just leave her. I say we go after her.
So we got the soirees going on. Now we're back at the party.
Your attention, everyone. Assembled comrades, let us speak of the old vulture's last grasp at power. The tournament for the throne. It hardly bears saying that the competition is a farce. It is a transparent conceit of the Sanctus Church orchestrated to win Forden the throne. For all who bristle at their humors, and indeed for the sake of the public, this hollow pageantry must be put to rights, once and for all. And it shall be done by my hand. I hereby announce my formal entry into the competition.
But my lord, Forden would surely never allow you to enter the race midstream.
Why would I care for his permission? The late king's decree was that the crown would go to whoever had won the people's trust, not whoever indulged the church's sideshow. I will enter at my leisure. Should he deny me, Forden will be rightly denounced as the coward he is, and lose the nation's faith. Then all will know he was never the one in control. For all that we believe, and all that we have proven, we shall bring their own dogma down on their heads.
Well, he's got his hand out. Commanding pose.
We got one sanctuary strung up. Now let's send Forden to the gallows.
He's entering the competition?
Even knowing it was rigged, there's still a lot he could get out of it. He's just been biding his time all along.
Unfortunately, I am told we have a rat in our midst, sniffing for morsels at our esteemed colleagues' heels. Wretched rat, if you stand among us tonight, you may tell your master this. I will neither run nor hide. If you think you can stop the rule of power, then come and try.
Luis will be king! Hail King Luis!
Go and see who is absent from the soiree.
On it.
They're going outside.
Not good. They're bound to check the gauntlet runner. We've got no choice but to chase and stop them.
Oi, new bloke. Didn't hear you shouting Count Luis's name loud enough. Cut.
Out of the way.
At this rate...
Hey! Tell! Look! The Charadrius is airborne!
What? Why? You hear anything about a takeoff today?
With its own around? Impossible. The rat's behind this. You know what's been on my mind? I want to know who took out Zorba. Wouldn't catch me dead sharing drinks with him, but he weren't some half-wit. If it was the cathedral guards, they had help.
Think the rat nipped him too?
Lord Luis has plenty of new friends hanging about. I wouldn't be surprised if some think they're clever. And me, I'd start with those stooges who cast all their magic without igniters.
Whoa, Del, eyes up, it's coming down.
Secure the perimeter. Anyone so much as blinks, the orders to kill on sight.
Whoa, Del!
Alright, so now we're back in Luis's quarters.
This is no good.
The runners stop. We're almost out of time. We have to chase them.
Hurry!
So we're leaving the Luis's quarters. Now we're in his like waiting room.
Ready?
Let's go after them both. Stop it.
Was that?
That was Junah. I think she's on the deck. We need to help her. Yeah, I'm not gonna ignore a distress call. Alright. Let's go. And now we're out on the deck, and it's actually like facing the right direction this time. So we're on the deck itself and not just the side of the ship. Liddell is out on the main area of the deck with Junah, and we're running out to join them. He's got a sword up to
I told you to run. You're too soft.
Behave now. I'd hate to stick you through that precious throat of yours. You know, I didn't expect you to actually bother to come. The songbird baited the trap nicely after all. I suppose that settles it. The rats were working together. Must be quite a story behind this. But more importantly, time and time again, you dragged my name through the mud. And now look who's the traitor. Oh, I'm going to make this hurt. Hector, come.
He summons his dog, who's suddenly glowing red with like a bunch of eyes.
Wait, that's your dog? You mean he transformed at your command?
Now he's like a demon dog.
It's been corrupted by melancholia, and still you tamed it. Gladel, why did you hide such an amazing talent? Isn't taking hostages a bit beneath you?
What? Don't you dare patronize me! You think I don't realize it? I'm not strong, I'm no towering Basant war hero. All I've got is my wits, damn you! How could I win a rigged game but through foul play?
Foul play?
And now, I'll wipe those arrogant smiles off their faces. I should be the man being served and worshipped. Me! No one else! And yet every time, I watch them surpass me in everything I did. That bastard Luis included. They've been thorn after bloody thorn in my side, but that all ends today. I'll offer you up on a silver platter, and one day, the world will know me as its rightful ruler!
Oh my, you're pathetic.
I told you to shut your damned mouth! Go, Hector!
The dog attacks.
Don't move. That goes for you too, fairy. Unless you'd rather see her pretty little neck bleed.
What do we do? Right now, all we can do is make it through this. If we're not careful about this, Junah might...
Spectacular! A fitting end for a pack of rats. Get them, Hector!
No. Isn't there anything we can do?
So then our turns just automatically end. He's threatening to kill Junah if we do
you
anything.
Like that? Who's your king now? I am!
After 2 turns. Now we got a cutscene here.
You let your dog do your fighting. You're such a disgrace. He has no pets here. So what's the matter? Are you too scared to fight him alone?
A duel? Have it your way. Come then. We'll do this right.
Smacks her down.
I am Gladel, and you will kneel before me as your king. So, who are you to me?
I am the one who would save this country!
Well, that worked better than I expected.
This is bad. That guy is near the top of the candidate rankings. That means the royal magic will make him invincible to us.
You have the right of it. You fell for it. She brought you straight to me. Now I have you, and I'll ensure that suffering is long and painful. But see reason. Junah, if you take my side, I might be persuaded to spare you. Am I not worthy of your affection? I'm more of a man than that bastard Luis could ever be!
Over my dead body! I am Juana's Cygnus. I am no one's trinket. My life is my own to protect, and I will accept nothing less.
So our guy knocks
It worked?
him back, but he doesn't get hit by the magic. Junah slaps him, and also nothing happens.
You're not invincible!
Damn you! What's going on here?
Let me help. Your powers have intrigued me from the start. You and your friends. You call it an archetype, right?
What?
I thought as much. Surprising, though. I'd written them off as a myth. Not even my sister got close. Still, now that I've seen their power a few times, maybe I can do it myself.
Very well. O lodestar, who wanders in sorrow. O thou anguished traveler who hath borne the weight of parting from the start. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities become thy light. Thou art the brilliant star that shall illuminate the King's Road. Now, awaken.
Look at me! What you see now is my commitment to my song!
She spins around and her dress changes to her dress she performed at the opening ceremony in Grand Trad. Her hair changed and everything as well. To like the... And she pulls out the heart, just like all the people do when they awaken.
Behold, my voice rises from the depths of my heart!
And her archetype, she's got heels, her weapon's a fan, and she's got like pink and silver armor, and her body is gold.
How does she have the same power? She's just a damn singer!
Never underestimate a singer! Every song is a burden, the weight of a lifetime. I have sung 1,000 songs. I've known their power my whole life. Whereas all you've ever been is a lackey. My music is lost on you. Listen and learn!
Do it! Chew them up! Tear them limb from bloody limb!
So now we've got Junah.
See? So this is the power of an archetype. All it takes is a change of mask, and I can be whatever I want. Poetic, really, especially for me.
She's got red flowing hair coming out of the back of her mask, and then her mask is very, it's not like a helmet, it's more of a like a metal mask that's masked, red eyes. It flows back with almost like wings coming out of a very small, like refined
That's just as well.
face.
You can lend me your strength too. This isn't the kind of thing you can just imitate. You know about this power? Not much. It's been a while. Now, I hope you've had your fun, because you're about to pay for it in full.
Shut up! Just shut up! I'll crush you with my own hands! A duel, then. You can die together.
Masked Dancer Archetype. Along with its own skills, the Masked Dancer can equip different masks, use additional skills. The Seeker's Mask is currently equipped. To obtain new masks, visit special experiments in Academia.
He wants a brutal fight, and he's about to get
Infernal
one.
Vortex.
Let's give him hell!
So I got some of Will's skills from the Seeker archetype, and then her main her base attack is a fire attack, Infernal Vortex, which does medium fire damage. But it's like a tornado, but it's made of fire. So we're gonna attack Hector first.
I'll show you, opening captain.
And Hector's weak to wind, so I'll just use wind magic on him.
Stay strong, Hector!
So he healed Hector, but not by that much.
Magic Seeker! Scour!
Hector's down.
Hector! Damn it! Damn you all! My star is rising!
So she summons a fiery tornado.
Hold back! Wind! Die!
Ow!
He just uses a slice attack on Junah.
I call upon a royal soul!
Magic Seeker! Scour!
You're here?
Watch me! Raging
Infernal
fire!
Vortex. And that takes out Liddell.
me.
On hands and knees.
Okay, I feel stronger.
Give our main character some magic.
I give. Please. I'll not say a word about you sneaking in. Just spare my life, I beg you.
What do we do? If we let him run off, he's obviously going to rat us out.
But killing him would give us a lot to explain. Maybe we should work out some kind of deal.
Idiots! It's the oldest trick in the book!
And he runs into Slash Will. And the gold chains come down from the king's rock in the sky and stop him.
No. I'm the future king. I can't.
And then they grab his neck.
Breathe. Why?
And then there's like a magic cross over his chest. And the chains disappear and they drop him. And he's dead.
Dead? So the magic protected us. But why now?
What the hell?
Dead? You lot kill him.
No! He's the one who attacked us! And then the king's magic did all that to him!
That the truth of it?
Oh, he snuck into Count Luis's private quarters. Must have gotten in with all the confusion of takeoff, I suppose.
Right? And why did the bloody thing take off like that? We could hardly believe our eyes.
Oh, well, you know me and my indulgences, boys. Perhaps I got a bit carried away, but we're in Brilehaven. I simply had to see the night view over the city.
You having a laugh?
Anyway, then Gladel went from crass to violent. That's when he stepped in to help, right?
I'll say exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Crikey, Lady Junah, I'm sorry. Sounds like you've had a right awful evening.
Hold on. You were supposed to be at the soiree, weren't you? That's a lot of ground to cover, isn't it?
Why? One would think you don't believe us, Fidelio. I'm wounded. You truly doubt me.
Well, no, just...
Suppose that means the rat was Gladel. Lord Louis said we got a traitor in our midst is all. We came by thinking to catch him.
Is that so? Well, hadn't you better report back? Shall we make what we can of this party together?
Your throat all better then, Lady Junah?
Fidelio's got the suspicious look on his face.
Ah, yes. Much better. He gave me such a thorough examination after all. He took good care of my throat, my tongue, my lips.
You?
If you'd come a bit earlier, I might have asked you to do it.
Really? Hardly matters to me.
Anyway, I'd say this bears reporting. Let's leave the guards to their cleanup and get out of here.
Yeesh, looks could kill. Scary.
That was Del. He gave us a suspicious look. Now we're in Luis's office with him, the two Parapus brothers, and Junah.
So Gladel was our rat, was he? And he's already been executed?
Afraid so.
The two of them were the only ones who left the soiree early. Sounds like Gladel overstepped, and Lady Junah and the new lad had to fight him down.
Or it could have been the other way around.
Too right. Dead can't speak, after all, and we've no other witnesses to the scene.
Now hold on.
Gladel was a right prolific candidate. We know the king's magic protected him. Their story goes that he attacked them and got petrified to death for it. If that's true, the boy would have to have the stand-in for it.
That fact is no longer in question. I received a report a short while ago. They say your face has emerged on the King's Rock. It appears your stunt with the Sanctoress earned you some renown.
Hey, good for you, pup.
And that's how the magic got to Gladel.
Seems we were in more danger than we knew, but the risk paid off.
One wonders what you stopped Gladel from doing. What was he after there?
Yeah, who knows? We were hardly in a position to ask.
Wondered if he was on old Forden's payroll.
Nah. He'd been at that monk Godot's neck since the race had barely started. Tried to snuff him out in the wilds, too, not anywhere he'd have had an audience.
No matter. Forden has been kind enough to whip the people into a frenzy over this race. I'll step in and reap what he's so graciously sown. From here on, you will serve as my eyes and ears.
Understood.
Let us see what scheme Forden devises for the next task. Until then, you may take your ease in the city.
Oh, and with Gladel out with the rubbish, might I promote him to the role of my chauffeur?
Are you serious?
Is it so strange? He does have his own gauntlet runner. In fact, I'd better go make sure it's up to my standards.
She walks off with a smile on her face.
What's wrong, Del? Looking a bit green around the gills.
Gladel was an ambitious man, yeah, but is that enough to justify him looting Count Luis's personal quarters? What was in it for him?
All right. Seems the reputation I gained at the exhibition saved me. All that remains is to break the Prince's curse. And now we're up to rank 20, which is the minimum it takes to get King's protection.
Sorry for
Junah
barging
walks in.
A bit late for introductions, I expect.
So we got everyone, including Nuris, in the meeting room in the Gauntlet Runner.
What? You haven't told them about me yet.
I can't tell them what you haven't told me.
So, can I assume that you are one of us? That is, we too stand alongside Count Luis, but how to say it?
I think you and I were after the same thing in old Luis's room. You really weren't told.
Don't tell me. You're the other agent Grius mentioned.
Grius? Is he the one who died at the Grand Cathedral? I'm sorry. They kept the finer details confidential, so I never really knew who the other agent was. But I understand the objective well enough. The curse on His Highness the Prince can't be lifted by conventional methods, so we either kill the caster or get the formula.
I see. So you and Grius were the two prongs of the operation. You get the formula, he hunts the caster.
Ever since the King's magic made it impossible to kill Luis, I've been ready to meet up with a new contact. I just wasn't expecting one so young. If I hadn't learnt the fairy messenger's name was Gallica, I'd never have realized it was you.
I'm pretty shocked myself. I never figured the big famous songstress would be on our side. And I thought you and Luis were... you were his...
His lady love. God, no. I wouldn't be caught dead in that madman's quarters unless it was to rob him blind. No. Luis keeps me close because he likes my voice. That's all. He made the lines of that relationship quite clear, with no room for messier entanglements.
I think that clears up your place here. But I have to say, you're risking a lot for a side job. Why go to these lengths when you've so much to lose?
At first, it was just coincidence. I tend to find myself in honored company, and I happened to be around where a resistance operative was doing a spot of recon.
So, in sooth, you were strong-armed into this?
What? No. Quite the other. I requested to join. When fate beckons, one can't just turn her away. A singer's whole self is built off all she experiences. This seemed like a chance for a once-in-a-lifetime inspiration for my art. And nobody else had a plausible way or reason to get close to Luis. So, you could say our interests aligned.
All that just so you could grow as a singer. You really are devoted, and fearless to boot.
I know what I'd put my life on the line for, that's all. You all have something like that, don't you? A devotion that anyone else might see as foolish.
Ha! The girl's bold as brass. No wonder she's got all the crown's subjects by the heartstrings, eh?
Well, half of it might be because of my birth. A Nydia girl's got to be bold to step out into this world at all. Though it's hard for most people to understand why. Singing is everything to me. To truly stir even a single soul, I'd take that over 1,000 of the church's accolades. Well, anyhow, that's what's going on with me. I'll stick close to Luis for now so he doesn't start suspecting anything. Any objections? Captain?
We're counting on you.
We'll be counting on you.
I knew you were the sort of man who knows what to say. Glad to meet you as a proper comrade. Gets your heart going, doesn't it?
New ally. Junah, the kingdom's premier songstress, has become your ally.
Well, didn't see that coming. But I guess we've got another ally now. Our journey looked pretty precarious at first, but it's gone surprisingly smoothly. I'll do my best to help too. Let's see this through.
I can sense Gallica's strong determination. Rank up, rank 5.
Gotta get back on
Mage
track.
Veneration significantly reduces the cost of studying the lineage.
Oh, right! Let's decipher the formula we found. Hopefully we can finally break the curse.
Do we even know anyone who can read the blasted thing? I love a good blueprint, but this formula leaves me a tad glazed, what?
Actually, Grius's notebook mentioned a Rella in the margins. Seems like he had it in mind to bring it to her.
Rella? The girl they call the Saint?
Saint Rella. Indeed, she would be the most qualified. After the attack on His Highness, we sent for the kingdom's best healer. It was she who answered our summons, and she who saved His Highness from certain death.
Hold on, the best healer in the kingdom? That attack was over 10 years ago. That so-called saint looked about my age.
Rella was a prodigal talent. One of the most gifted at the Mage Academy. Even as a child, she outclassed her teachers with an igniter.
Wait, you know her?
I'm afraid she's a bit out of our reach now, though. She left a while ago to return to her work at the royal capital. We couldn't manage such a trip under Luis's gaze.
Well, a trip to the royal capital would hardly put us out. We'll just pip over with a bit of magic. No, really, it's dashing convenient.
There are some conditions, but we could travel instantly to a few specific places.
Well, no sense waiting. Let's be off. Right. All yours.
So now Will's in the engine room with the igniter that does the warping thing. And now we're in Grand Trad.
You actually did it! We're at the royal capital! Wait, how did you do that?
Don't shout in the streets, would you?
How can I not? Do you know how incredible this is? What are you people?
Hey, look! Isn't that the songstress?
It is! It's the Lady Junah! Oh, I've always wanted to shake her hand! Oh, hell.
The price of fame. If word gets out that you were seen here, it'll be hard to explain yourself later on.
Rella works at the church on Main Street. I'll lead the way.
You know your way around, eh?
Wait, this Rella's a world-class healer, and she's working as a local doctor.
Is that uncommon?
Igniters are not known for their use in healing. Indeed, 'tis a virtually impossible feat, often reserved for the nobility. I'd have expected Saint Rella to serve the court only.
If she turned down that prestige in the name of helping the common folk. And I suppose she really has earned her saintly titles.
Come on, let's hurry on.
What do you make of all this, Captain? If we ask her to decipher the curse, we risk exposing our identities and our aims. Do you trust her?
See, we'll have to trust her. She seems trustworthy with me.
We'll just have to trust her.
You're right. And if it's misplaced, we'll just have to be ready.
If you say so, then let's get on.
Let's hurry.
Nope, we just gotta go to the church.
I can't
Junah's outside, we'll just head right in. This will be the last thing we do for this video.
Terribly sorry. Putting some elixirs away. Be with you in a moment. Hello. How can I help you? Junah!
Long time no see. Sorry for all of us storming the place.
And you're the one who was at the exhibition.
Right. Now that you all know each other's names, Rella is my older sister. Adopted sister, that is. Her family took me in. Though don't spread it around. The public doesn't know, and we don't know who tried to exploit it.
It's been forever, Junah. I'm so sorry. I really was planning to meet you after the opening ceremony.
I understand. You were attending to Sanctifex Forden until Brylehaven. But that's wonderful. Such deft social climbing even puts Father's efforts to shame, eh?
Ugh, social climbing. Glad to make your acquaintance. I am Rella Cygnus. I'm a healer. But somehow, I doubt that's why you're here.
Actually, there's something we'd like you to look at.
Where did you get this?
I know it's asking a lot, but could you share anything you know? Without asking too many questions?
I've seen something like this before. I'd never forget. Objectively speaking, the magic involved is a direct inversion of a healing spell. Popularly known as a curse.
I suppose that stands to reason.
Pardon the late introduction. I am Hulkenberg, a Knight of the Crown. As you may have guessed, that is the formula to the curse that slew His Royal Highness, the Prince.
Hold on.
The death of His Highness was a tragedy, one I would see repaid in full. As His Royal Then surely the man who penned this was Luis.
Look, what happened at the exhibition? We were trying to get closer to Luis. You're a holy woman, so I couldn't ask your forgiveness. But if you could at least understand.
The Lady Joanna's penitence was sincere. To hear her, I thought it must be so. It was Forden who chose such a terrible punishment. That was what scared me.
Oh, Rella.
But I'm a bit relieved. I heard rumors Luis had swept you off your feet and you'd been hanging on his arm since. I worried for you so, Junah. I see now I needn't have given it a second thought.
Of course. I am Joanna Cygnus, and my life is...
Yes, your life is your own, I know. Just make sure you're not causing trouble for everyone else. I suppose this is another dramatic and risky gesture? Like when you ran away from home in a frenzy of passion, declaring you'd take the stage or die trying.
No! Well, sort of. Maybe, yes, but... Oh, you didn't have to put it like that.
I've looked over the formula. From what I can tell, this spell's effects are enduring. As long as the magic's source continues to exist, the effect shall never fade. The trouble is, while most curses simply consume the magic released in the moment's casting, this one is designed to perpetually draw on the magic of the caster.
So as long as Luis lives, it doesn't matter where his victims run and hide. Sounds just like him.
But I'm afraid even if His Highness still lived, I don't think anyone could have broken the curse using this. This formula isn't complete. It's a mere outline, clearly jotted from memory. I couldn't tell you how to lift the curse from this alone.
What?
Then I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help.
No, you've done plenty. Especially since we're the ones who sprang this on you.
Pardon me, young man. May I say one last thing? You're a friend of hers, aren't you? Please, keep Junah safe.
Of course.
Of course.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you. She can be reckless sometimes. I'll be here for the foreseeable future. Any friend of Junah is welcome here, so stop by any time you like.
The curse is impossible to break.
Did I miss a funeral? I've never seen you lot so gloomy.
What do we do now?
The only way left is to take down Luis himself.
The impossibility of that is precisely what led us here, Strohl. And now, we are no further than when we started.
Plenty of assassins have come for Luis, but the king's magic works every time. They all died frozen in agony.
Even if we could fight him properly, do we stand a chance? The man's an unparalleled master of both martial and magic arts.
This might be the end.
Still, we have to stop Luis, no matter what. The royal magic's not an absolute shield. It cost Gladel his life. We've just got to maintain the trust we've earned from Luis, and eventually we'll get our chance.
For now, he told us to wait until the race's next task is announced.
Then we'll have to do just that.
I'm pooped from all this brainstorming. I could use a break in the gauntlet runner.
We take Junah out in public and might attract a crowd. Can't risk Luis catching out of that while we're in the capital. At least for today, I'll ask her to stay in the runner away from prying.
Well, I must say I'm impressed. You have enough beds to accommodate this many people.
Yes, as much as they grumble about cramped quarters.
Apologies. 'Tis hardly accommodation worthy of a diva. And I confess the ride itself is often jarring.
At the very least, I'll be happy with a bath. You have a room for that, I trust?
Right this way, milady.
Well, no point getting reckless now. Let's think about this some more tomorrow. By the way, what have you been doing all this time, Eurus?
Thinking, mostly. Been having a good old ponder ever since I saw Luis's Skyrunner in the air. Always been my dream to fly on wings, you see. Not with any of this magic levitatory. But then in you come with this teleportation. Made me start wondering if there was any ballet point at all to my flight theory, what? A long while back, I did a flight experiment to prove my theory was sound. Failed spectacularly, though, and got myself all crunched up in the process. I was still in bed, midway through my convalescence, when they told me I was to be demoted.
See, I didn't know, so you gave up. Can I go to bed now? So I didn't know.
Between us, old boy, my flight theory's complete. Principles are sound and tested. All that's left are the practicals, incorporating it into the gauntlet runner. But ever since that accident, I suppose I've been afraid to move forward with it. afraid of failure. You and the rest of our merry band are risking your very lives for the prince. Here I sit moping, eh? The way I see it, your teleportation can only take us places we've been. If we want to see new horizons, we'll need to take to the skies. It'll take time, no doubt, but I'll put my very soul into it. No shortcuts, and when I fly, I'll do it my way.
You can change or add members to the party from the party option menu. Press X to form a group of 4. Note that reserve members gain experience at the end of battle, or gain less experience than active participants, and you can never remove the protagonist.
So?
Let's trust in the runner today. Our plans didn't pan out, but we should just concentrate on getting our strength back for now. So that'll be it for this video. Thank you so much for joining us. We snuck out of the Soiree. We've got Lady Junah on our side now, and now we've just got to wait for the next step in the story. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll be back very soon with more Metaphor ReFantazio. Have a wonderful day.